Hey everybody. Uh, yeah, I just wanted to get on and take a couple of minutes to kind of give an update on where I'm at, what everything's been going on. I don't even remember what the last video post I made was about, but yeah, I just thought I should talk a little bit about at least school stuff. I'll start with that. Uh, Last night I turned in my final, my geography, and I have A's in all my classes, so I think I couldn't have messed anything up that bad to maybe get a high B. But yeah, this term's been, it was good. I definitely had some trouble in some of the spots just because I got stressed out at home, things with my kids, and some financial stress. And yeah, that I kind of got hung up on that a little bit. Um, but I pushed through it. I kind of dealt with stuff and in a healthy way. And so, yeah, I'm glad that this term is over. This is my second term. Um, I'm a lot more comfortable with school. It's still a little bit intimidating. I always feel, I don't know if this has to do with my ADHD and my PTSD, but I constantly feel like I'm behind on stuff all the time. And that causes some stress for sure. Um, yeah, I just always have like this pressure feeling like I'm really behind. I did get behind on a few things, especially when I was like going through the stressful period, but I got caught up. I communicated with my professors, and everybody was really cool about it. Um, but yeah, that kind of just stayed with me. Just this constant feeling of being behind, and then I would go and check my grades and all that stuff, and I was doing great. So I don't know where the hell that comes from. Something for me to figure out, I guess, with my therapist. But I'm happy to be done and looking forward to having a short break. I got some stuff I need to do. Luckily, I've picked up some side work, which is good because I need the money. But also, another thing I found out was uh, I thought I was going to be done with my associates, my transfer degree, in June next June, but it looks like I might be able to finish in the spring or the winter term. So I would be done by March, which is a little bit earlier than anticipated. So it adds a little bit of pressure. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Am I going to stay here and go to PSU, or am I going to be able to go up to, I think I was looking at University of British Columbia up in Canada and University of Alaska in Fairbanks. So I got to get that figured out. I have some time, but not like a ton of time. And which is weird for me to say because I'm usually so last minute, but I really want to kind of knock things out ahead of time so that I'm prepared, especially for something like an out of state, possibly out of country move. Um, and yeah, another thing that I've been kind of thinking about too is like, I guess on the spiritual side of things, and for anybody who doesn't know, I'm pretty spiritual. Uh, maybe somebody pointed out to me that maybe I'm better at manifesting things than I thought because I'm sure I stated this in other videos. One of my main concerns with going back to school is just trying to like knock things out as quickly as possible. And so it just seems like I definitely was not expecting to finish my associates in 1 year. I'm going to school full time. I'm not overloading myself, but I think I got lucky in that a lot of the credits from the stuff that I did while I was in the Air Force actually transferred over and got accepted by the school as going on in the Middle East. All the death. I have my own thoughts and feelings, I guess, on the word nuclear weapons getting thrown around so much. I used to work on nuclear missiles when I was in the Air Force, and I didn't even realize until I started this last go of therapy that a lot of the people that worked doing, I used to do electromechanical maintenance on ICBMs, on the nuclear missiles in the ground, and I did have like a little bit of a, I guess, like mental crisis with that when it really sunk in while I was out there working in North Dakota. But I also didn't realize that a lot of the people that end up working on those types of weapons end up having lots of PTSD and like mental health issues and taking their lives just from the guilt, I guess. Our jobs weren't the kind of jobs where we're on the ground shooting at individuals or anything like that. But there is definitely an emotional effect knowing that I was helping to keep weapons going or ready, weapons that would kill tens of thousands of people in one go. So yeah, there's been, I think that's been a little bit of what's I've been processing and thinking about because I never really thought about that, and it'd been a while. Um, so yeah, I mean, I feel like I could go on and on about all the stuff that's currently going on in the world, and it's hard to. There's like some guilt tied to just going on with my everyday life when there's so many terrible things happening, and yeah, I'm not a fan of the feeling of helplessness of not being able to do anything about it. And all the stuff happening here as well, like with ICE and all the unlawful raids and the way that they're just treating illegal immigrants. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm son of immigrants, and my parents didn't come here legally. They're citizens now, but they had to go through the process, and you know, I mean, even hearing stuff about birthright citizenship getting taken away, like that's me, I guess. Even if I was a veteran and served the country, and um, none of that matters. So I don't know. There's like lots of stuff, I guess, to be stressed out about, or causing stress on so many people right now. And I'm also a really good person to talk to. I feel like I have the capability of like holding a lot of space for people, and I definitely have lots of people in my life that have been reaching out lately, even if it's just a chat for a little bit, who are going through things, and yeah, it just feels like higher than normal, and I attribute it to all the stuff that's going on right now. With school, one of the things that initially, I still want to do my master's in social work because I want to be a therapist, but I was kind of torn between getting a minor in environmental studies so I can kind of keep doing the kind of work that I've been doing with war paint, introducing the BIPOC community to the outdoors, or possibly indigenous studies. And I've been doing lots of reading lately, and on books by indigenous scholars, and I'm very much more interested now in that, pursuing that as a minor, maybe even a double major. I don't know. I have to kind of sit and do some homework and like look at it. But the more I learn about it, the more I learn about the differences between indigenous culture and Western culture, I feel like all these indigenous scholars that have been writing books and papers and stuff like that articulate it so well and are starting to wrap their head around it. And yeah, the world just needs more community. I think that one of the biggest takeaways from learning about this is that Western culture, Western civilization, doesn't isn't real. That's not like one of their big values, and it's not ingrained in the culture. And I think that for a lot of us from non-dominant cultures, which is the majority of the cultures around the world, all the brown and black cultures and Asian cultures, that is our roots, like our ancestry, our everybody who came before us, like the indigenous cultures, like the family aspect, and family included like everybody around you, like your village or your tribe or whatever you want to call it, your group. And I think that we've steered away from that a lot. I think that Western culture is very individualistic, and it's not very representative of community. And it is steering me to want to study this, because I feel like now that I'm starting to see that, I'm seeing that in everything, and the lack of community is a big one. And yeah, it's really interesting. I feel like I see it in everything now, and all the stuff that's going on around the world, just trying to spread Western culture, and it's not all it's cracked up to be. It doesn't work for everybody, and I think that the world is starting to become aware of that. I can see like a global awareness growing of how capitalism and individualism, Western society is not where it's at. It's very lacking, and all the other cultures, all the other indigenous cultures around the world, here in the States and all of the Americas, all of the indigenous people in New Zealand and Australia and like everywhere in the Middle East, there's a big sense of community, and it's not about like, let me do what I need to do to take care of myself, and like kind of like not care about everybody else. But yeah, I think that all of us should care about community and like bringing everybody up with us and taking care of everybody, and all of the adults taking care of the elders and taking care of the youth, and passing on good community values. I think that humans are very communal creatures, and we don't do too well without that. So yeah, all that is I mean, I don't know if anybody cares, but yeah, those things are just ideas that are contributing to me wanting to do focus on Indigenous studies a bit. I think that it's very needed, and I'm on my own reconnection journey. My family's from Guatemala, and we're what society calls Latino, right? So we're indigenous mixed with some Spanish, and yeah, I've been doing my own reconnecting with my indigenous roots, and just trying to learn more, learn about my parents and like the areas that they're from. And I learned that my dad the part of Guatemala he's from, the the people there, the ancestry there, they're Pipil, which is a tribe, I guess, that broke off from the Aztec Empire and then traveled down south to what is now the border of Guatemala and El Salvador. And yeah, I look up pictures of them online, and all the people from those tribes look like same facial structure and kind of body types as my family, from my dad's side, which is really interesting to me. And I want to further my connection. I feel a lot more energetic, spiritual connection to the indigenous side of life, like culture, indigenous culture, versus Western culture. I don't like the every person for themselves, and yeah. So I don't want to go off on a tangent about that, but I think that that's something that's just been on my mind a lot lately, and I don't know. Love to hear what anybody watching this thinks. Feel free to leave something in the comments. Nobody ever does. I mostly just get texts in some form or another from people talking to me about what they watched on my videos, which is good too. I appreciate it. But yeah, guess I don't really know what else to share about. I just finished my public speaking class. That was one of the classes I had this term, and I think that's going to help me a lot. And my English research paper that I did, I was using that as a jumping off point for doing some research for a panel that I get to be on in Canada, up in Whistler, in August. I'll get to address some bike industry executives, possibly outdoors industry too. I don't know who else is going to be there, but I think I'm looking forward to sharing some knowledge, kind of sharing how, I don't know, I'll probably do a video about this later, but just sharing some insight as to why the outdoors industry needs to do a better job of trying to connect with the marginalized communities and why they're struggling at that. So yeah, I'll share more about that later, but I am actually looking forward to that. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't think I'm a very good speaker, but doing this, I guess, has been some practice. And I mean, it's all stuff that I'm passionate about. So kind of like a little bit of the stuff that I was just sharing plays into it. So I think I'll be okay. But still a little bit nervous. And but yeah, I'm sure I'll do good. And I'm glad that all the school stuff that I'm doing has been kind of helping with my mindset going into that, and the information that I want to present and how I want to present it, and how I want to appeal to the audience. So yeah, I think that's all I got for right now. I will do an update later. I'll probably get a few more out over the next couple of months, because I'm only taking 2 classes in the summer. I'm taking bioethics and humanities, which I'm excited about. It'll be the first time I take online classes, so I don't know how that's going to be. I've heard from other friends that have ADHD that have done online classes that were not the best suited for that. I only did it because I need to go up to Canada, and while summer session is still going. But while I'm up there, I want to kind of just go camp for a couple of weeks and go check out the university, and do some writing and some reflection. So yeah, I'll catch everybody up later. I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I'll see you next time.